Hi, I'm Tom Wishon, and thanks very much for your interest in professional custom club fitting. You know, we're very well aware that some club makers have a difficult time being able to close the sale, make the sale for custom fit golf clubs. The competition of the huge marketing campaigns from the big OEM companies is very strong. And golfers sometimes doubt that the services you offer in custom club fitting and custom club making will actually deliver a better golf club for them to play with and enjoy this game more. So here at Wishon Golf, we thought we would ask a number of the most successful custom club fitters around the country to sit down and share with us some of the things that they feel have made the difference over the year and in their day-to-day operation of their successful custom club fitting businesses. So this is just a beginning of some of the extra effort that we want to make at Wishon Golf to try to help you grow your business in custom club fitting.
My name is Keith Chatham. I own Precision Fit Golf in Kerrville, Texas. I have been in the club making, club fitting business for 30 years, 25 years full time. The Hand Select program by Tom Wishon Golf is probably one of the very best things that he has, besides the great designs and stuff. But nowhere else do I know that you can get precise measurements for loft, lie, face angle, and everything that you need. It's really good, and looking at it from myself and talking to a customer about the Hand Select program, they send out little slips and they tell you what they did and how they bent everything. 90% of the time on those slips, Tom Wishon himself has bent the clubs for me and done the work for me, and I can show the customer and say, look here, said the owner of the company, the designer of this club, actually did all the measurements for you, and plus I double check everything here. But the Hand Select program is very valuable. Generally what I try to do when I try to market to other golfers, when I'm talking to golfers and stuff, is try to make sure that they understand that I'm selling the fit. And by that I'm trying to tell them what I'm going to do, that all these clubs are going to be fit just for them, no one else, and that fit for their swings, swing flaws, whatever. And that by working with them, we're going to go through the entire fitting process, and when they walk out that door, they're going to know that those clubs fit them, fit their swing, all the specs are correct, all the clubs were built the correct way, because I do that also, and that they know that what they've got in their hand is going to help their game. Things that I do to help market myself, I do some advertising. There are certain little newspapers around. I live here in Central Texas, in the Texas Hill Country. We have a little page that goes out that's called the Hill Country Golfer. It comes out every 3 months, and it's put in every one of the golf shops around, whether it's public or country club. I have some little ads in there and everything, stuff with little freebies about bring this ad in, get a free grip for the driver or whatever. That's one way I get with them. Another way, I have used television, local cable advertising, and I have a few ads that I've put together, about 6 ads, and I try to buy up all of my local advertising on certain PGA events on Thursday and Friday between 2 o'clock and 5 o'clock p.m. My time zone. So that helps out. The biggest return that I have, as far as the price that I pay, is for the little booklet that Tom Wishon puts out, the 12 Myths of Golf. And that by far is the best thing that I use for marketing myself. If I'm sponsoring a tournament, I'll have one in the bag for every golfer. It's a little booklet that costs me 65 cents or so when I buy by the case. But if someone calls me on the phone or comes in and says, hey, I got this booklet and everything, I want to set up a fitting, I'm going to have huge returns. And this is one aspect that I think other club makers need to know about Tom Wishon Golf, is this little booklet will do miracles for you and for your advertising. I even tell people whenever they call me on the phone, I tell them, say, go to my website, and up at the top I have a little place where you can click is Wishon videos. So I'm using that website so that maybe people will get to know me a little bit personally, and seeing me in person before they even come to me, face to face.
Hi, my name is Bill Weitzel. I'm the owner of Conquest Custom Golf. Been in business for about 14 years now. Been growing consistently every single year, and there really is something to custom club fitting. Tom Wishon, hands down, has probably been the single biggest influence in my club fitting business. There's no doubt about that. The publications that Tom's come out with over the years have been second to none. They were bestsellers at Amazon for quite a while, and even if they weren't, I still would have used them. His 12 Myths book, hands down, is the single biggest, most successful advertising tool I have utilized to date. Probably the single biggest piece of advice I could give to a new club fitter in the industry would be to get established with Tom Wishon right off the bat. There's no doubt about that. I mean, Tom's not the only company in the industry, but by far he has done more for this industry than anybody else that I can think off the top of my head. His designs are top shelf. The customer service is beyond what anybody could possibly expect. They're a real pleasure to work with. But hands down, having a diversity of designs as far as heads, shafts, grips, and more importantly, knowing what to do with them. Shaft profiling, hands down, is almost where it's at nowadays. It's more of an issue of putting the right equipment into a golfer's hands, and it just takes training and experience to be able to develop that skill. Probably the biggest influence in my business to draw customers to me really has been the utilization of my website. Golfers do a lot of their shopping online. I am not an internet seller, so to speak, meaning I don't sell golf equipment online, but I do have a website. My exposure online was the biggest driving force initially. I don't really do a lot of formal advertising, meaning print, media. It just doesn't do a lot for me, but I'm booked 2 to 3 weeks in advance, just about 11 months of the year. And I survive on word of mouth, successful fittings where golfers have a successful iron fitting and they come back for drivers or vice versa, or all of a sudden they're starting to beat their buddies and all of a sudden their buddies want to know what they did, and boom, the phone's ringing, or I get an email. And that's basically how I've marketed myself. You just undercommit and over deliver. I would say the biggest thing that makes me different in basically getting a golfer to understand that once they go through the fitting process that they're going to see results is specifically the fitting system that Tom Wishon designed. Used to be known as Spiral Lock. Now he refers to it as Your Fit, where the heads are tapped, and he's designed a titanium adapter that I can thread the head, the adapter into the head, and then use the same head and test different shafts. But I'm not just arbitrarily grabbing different shafts out of the blue. There's a method to my madness. Shaft profiling, hands down, has become a go-to thing in our industry, meaning knowing what shafts are what I will call butt stiff, tip soft, or butt soft, tip stiff. Shaft weight plays into it. And Tom arms you with all these different types of programs and their immediate access online and a phone call away as well. That once the golfer starts seeing that it's not like what I call a retail demo day, where your average golfer goes to a retailer and they just start banging around clubs, longest club wins, whereas a true fitter is focusing on things like club path, face angle at impact, and all those things are influenced by length, weight, offset, head adjustability, specifically with Tom's designs being bendable, weight adjustments with irons. So really, what I show a golfer is, there's more to it than just, longest club wins. I'm looking at what makes the club go longer, what makes the club go straighter, and of course the golfer still has the responsibility to put a good swing on the club.
Hi, my name is Charlie Sampson. I'm the owner of Charlie Sampson Custom Golf Clubs, and I've been a professional golf club fitter now for about 15 years. When you're a small club fitter one of the toughest things to do is to find a way to get to the marketplace and let people know that you have the skills. So one thing that I do always, I use Tom's 12 myths booklet. I've probably given out 300 or 400 of those. And I have also got myself listed on the internet with Tom, with a couple of the fitting organizations like the International Club Makers Guild and the Association of Golf Club Professionals, Golf Club Fitting Professionals, and those methodologies help a lot. Then I also get listed on the websites for those shaft companies that I am particularly attached to. Well, in order to sell my services, I try to set the stage, and I almost always set that with Tom's 12 Myths book. That usually prompts enough questions that I get a chance then to amplify on that, point out some things. I use Tom's video clips to help sell my services, and I put those up on my website, and I find that they attract a lot of attention, and they prompt questions that allow me then to zero right in on the things that are important about the golf club and how they're better served by going to a professional club fitter than buying it off the shelf. If I was to offer advice to club fitters to how to sell more clubs, I think I'd break the advice down to two pieces. One for the ones who are brand new and are just starting. I know I struggled for 3 or 4 years when I first started out because I was reluctant to invest in the proper tools and so on and so forth that you need to really be a good fitter. And it's kind of hard, what comes first, the chicken or the egg. But buy good equipment, make the investment, and then when you do get work, you'll be able to get very fine feedback and so on. After you've been in business for a while, the best thing that you can do is to continue to have a web presence. Get your name up on Tom Wishon's site so that when people are looking for builders, they can find you on his site. Use his 12 myths, send it out to anybody who comes along. I actually have it tagged in my website so people can look it up there, and then when they get here, they get a hard copy. Any way that you can to let people know you're in the business and that you've been around for a while. It also helps to have be a member of the club fitting associations that are out there, and be some people think it's good to be accredited by them. Some say it didn't. When I first started, I got accredited by them, and I think that serves me well now. The first thing I do when somebody comes in and has the mindset, they've been captured by the $1 million advertising of all the big companies, is say, well, would you rather have a club designed by the leading golf club designer in the world? The man owns more patents than any other designer in the country, or in the world for that matter, and his product line virtually can't be beat. So that's my starting place. And then sometimes they'll challenge that. A lot of times they'll say, "Tell me more." But it's the place I begin to tell them about it. I try very hard not to denigrate the OEM clubs, but I do show them that they are built too long for you. They are built with the wrong swing weight half the time. They probably don't have the right size grip on it, and so on and so forth. But other than that, it probably fits you pretty well. Oh, by the way, I can give you one that does all of that perfectly, and it costs the same or less money. So that's a pretty strong argument once you can get somebody to listen to it.
Well, my name is Ken Collins. I've been in the golf business since 1975, so this year is my 40th anniversary. Well, how I can describe my success, you got to do quality work. You've got to make sure that it looks good, it's what you told the customer it's going to be, and it's clean. That's I think the benchmark of good customer service. And word of mouth is probably my most successful, advertising in the business. You do good for one person, they're going to tell 3 or 4 other people. You got to remember, golf's played in a foursome. So usually that one person is going to tell the other 3 guys he plays with. Before you know it, they're coming back, and then it just pyramids out to more and more people. Again, cleanliness of the product, quality of the product, getting the product done on time, having a shop that's clean, that shows that you're in the business to stay in the business. Stand behind it, make them a driver, make them a set of irons, make them an iron, and let them be their own test. If they like it, complete the set. The key is letting them try the product, let them go out and hit it, and if they don't like it, give them 100% money back guarantee.
Hello, my name is John Duffy from Duffy's Golf Studio in Bel Air Bluffs, Florida. I've been in the custom club making business now for 25 years. I don't advertise at all. All my work really comes from referrals. I feel if you take very good care of your customer, the customers are going to take good care of you. If I was to give anybody a piece of advice so that they could sell more golf clubs, the first thing I tell them to do is, one is to be honest. There's very few people today can actually walk into a golf shop and have perfectly fitted clubs. In my opinion, it almost never happens. People have been taken advantage of and they want to feel comfortable. So you have to give them a place that they're going to feel very comfortable spending some time and money to make an investment into their future of the game.
Hi, I'm Rick Musselman, golf author and professional. I've been in the golf building business for over 51 years. I own Golf Services Unlimited in Muncie, Pennsylvania. Well, my opinion is that all club fitters must first trust their product. They have to get to know the product and they have to trust it because customers can see through that. If you really don't believe in your product, you're not going to be successful in selling it. So the first thing is build trust in yourself, and then you have to build trust in the customer where you know what you're talking about. It's very easy to show the pros and cons with Wishon equipment compared to off the rack or in box stuff. I mean, it's just ridiculous how much better the equipment is. It just doesn't compare like you have a choice in the stores of stiff, extra stiff, and regular, where we have probably 50 different combinations in cutting and picking the correct torque, and there's just so many things to it. And on top of that, you have to be able to pass that on to your customer. You have to show trust, and you have to get them to believe what you're saying. We use the Golf Digest cutouts and just to give them another insight on how we are really a popular product. They always say, we haven't heard of Wishon. Well, it's because it's a secret. You can talk Ben Crenshaw and Payne Stewart and those guys do Tom Wishon. Just because you haven't heard it doesn't mean it's not good. Do some research. I give them a brochure, a booklet. I give them the website, and I say, go spend a couple hours at night on that and take a look, and you'll trust what I'm saying is true. And 99% of the time, they come back. The first thing I do if I open a new shop, and I've had 13 of them, is that I try to find the best golfers in the area and sell them clubs that are even at cost. Like a 2 handicap that pulls a lot of weight, he's got his cronies that hang around. You get him playing the club, I guarantee you'll get more business. The other thing is I put brochures in motels. I'm a big promoter when I go to eat for lunch or anywhere. I have a handful of cards. I have my car has got Wishon on it, and it has a code on there for you can take your phone on it, and it takes you right to my website. We sold a set of clubs driving down the expressway. A guy took a picture of our barcode, and I got a call the next day, and he said he saw me on the expressway, and he was interested in Wishon clubs. So there's a lot of ways, but the best thing is word of mouth. You can spend all the money you want, but if you don't have any top people buying, you can use them as a reference. And I hand out hats almost with every deal, just so Wishon's out there. I try to talk them into a golf bag at cost even, just to get Wishon out on the course. And by doing that, that's how we get at our customers. And the other thing is, I don't give up on them. When I talk to them and they're negative, I use that in my advantage. I can prove to them right here in this shop why MOI machines, good frequency machines, bending machines make clubs better for that particular person. And you won't get that out of the store. About 75% of golfers every year are thinking about buying new clubs because they're snowed on TV with all these commercials. So I try to just say, why don't you buy a club that'll fit you for 5 to 10 years? I said, buy a custom set of clubs, top line, pro line clubs. And I try to get them interested in our product, even if it's only a putter. If I can sell something to them, Wishon, they're going to come back. The customers need to know because they don't understand all this stuff. And they come in here very confused. And what happens? They want you to lead them. And most club builders let them get away. They want you to tell them what they want because they're so confused after watching Golf Channel that they're coming in here really, they need a psychiatrist or something because they come in here all mixed up. So if you lead them in an honest way, you can close the deal 90% of the time.
Thanks very much for your attention. You know, it's very important. We want to make sure that we can encapsulate some of the points that you've just heard some of the leading club fitters in the country offer to help you grow your business. So we're going to offer a bullet point overview of the most important things that you've just heard. When this comes up on screen, feel free to pause your video to make notes. But we will also be doing more work in the future by email to provide you with more information from even more club fitters who are successful in the business of being able to sell custom fit, custom built Wishon golf clubs. again, thanks very much for your attention and for your interest in professional custom club fitting. We're always here at Wishon Golf to answer any questions and help you with any areas related to your businesses. We wish you the very best success, and we're going to be there to partner with you to try and help you as much as we can to grow your business in custom club fitting.